first off, the first place that we always start with is that Copilot for M365 chat. What I always say to both partners and customers and people that are looking at utilizing Copilot for Microsoft 365 is this is not just searching your internal information, but your external information as well. If we look here, it is your Chat GPT window. So what does an LLM stand for? That is not something that's within my organization, but it's going to find that information from its own understanding. But we can also turn on the internet as well. So everything that you see today, everything that we've been through in the demonstrations is out of the box experience. But through here, we can do plugins and connectors. We can connect to external data sources, whether it be an on-prem file server. Maybe you've got Jira, Salesforce, or Zendesk in the background as your ticketing systems or your sales systems. Doesn't mean just because it's not in Microsoft that we can't utilize the AI on top of that. We can't ask it questions about that data. It just means that there is an additional step in there. Now, what I would normally do here is, we take a form, we take a transcript, and we actually get the AI to generate that form for us. So we're able to point the two documents together and extract information. But because we've done that before, I thought we'd do something slightly different. So as you can see here, it's asked me, how do I write a request for a proposal? How do I suggest 10 compelling titles based on a particular file? Maybe we want to send an email out to a company. This example won't be that, but maybe we've got an existing document. We've got a financial document. We need to send financial information out to the senior leadership team at the company. We want to utilize the AI to get the context from the document that we've already got. We've got the document here. We don't want to copy and paste it into ChatGPT. We don't want to copy and paste it into a different AI system. We want to be able to leverage that through Copilot for Microsoft 365. So again, use your imagination here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to say using a customer complaints handling template. So here we have a customer complaints handling template, respond to this complaint that we've received within the business. Now, this could be anything. This could be, like I said, this could be financial data. This could be a company update that you want to send to everyone within the company. Within the customer handling template, I've got in here, it says, it is what it says on the tin. It is a template, but I've got the context so the AI can understand. Now, when we talk about large language models and we talk about that AI, not only is it going to be surfacing all the information, but if you're using an open AI system such as ChatGPT or Google Gemini, I think it's now called, or the Meta one that's going to be coming out, it's constantly learning. That's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because you can tell it, right, as a company, we want to respond in this way. We want to show an apology and appreciation. An action, we want to show these different things. Our company voice is very formal, but it's very fun, or whatever that may be. You can give it that understanding in the background or before you put the prompt in, and then every time you go into that, it will understand that. With Copilot for Microsoft 365, it's that closed AI system. What that means is every time that we're talking to it, it's starting like starting a new conversation. We're going into the room brand new every time that we have the conversation with it. Like I said, it's a good thing because as a company, I'm sure that my data is not going to be leaked outside of this chat window that I'm in. It's not going to be used to train the model, but every time we have a conversation with it, we've got to remind it that this is the way that we want it to respond. This is the action that we want it to give. So here I've got, again, customer complaints handling template where we're going to show an acknowledgement, we're going to show an apology, we're going to show appreciation for the issue that the customer has raised. We're then going to give it an example of how we want that email to be responded out. So I'm giving it the context, and I'm also giving it a little bit of a template of what I want the email to look like on the back end. I then looped in that email, and in this instance, it is a physical email. So I've just looped in that email. I'm simply going to hit send. What that is going to do, it's going to get the context of the complaint email that's coming. I believe from memory it was regarding a faulty toaster that arrived and the box was mashed up because it was thrown around within the back of a van. And then we've got that customer complaints handling template. So in this, it's again understood the context within that email, within the email. It's understood the context of the customer complaints handling template. We've told it the way that we want it to respond, and it's generated us that response for us. So again, as you can see here, we're offering a discount, we're showing an apology, we're giving our contact details. It's not put all of the details in there, but simply what I can do is I can hit copy and I can hit paste in an email. There isn't currently the capability to loop in a document within your Outlook itself. You can't go into Outlook and create me an email based on this. You will create it in this one window, this one chat window, which is 365 chat, and then copy and paste it and put it into whatever format that you wanted to put it into. Again, this is a limited use of it. Like I said, I've used it to extract information. Me personally, I've been given a list of customers. I've needed to try and find out where those customers sit, what segment they're in, what industry they're in, how many users they've actually got in with that company. A list of 200 customers, if you imagine trying to do that one by one, it's going to take you hours. I was simply able to say to the Copilot from Microsoft 365 chat, I want to get out these bits of information from these accounts, format it in a table for me, and it's done all of that hard work for me. I might have had to split it. I'm not going to say I did 200 in one go. I had to split it out, but I've been able to leverage it and make sure that that data is secure and safe. So again, this is your ChatGPT window. They're all types of different things you can do within here. So summarize the Teams meeting, Teams messages where I was mentioned this week. What's my next meeting with this person? I use it as a personal assistant. So when I come in the morning, like I did this morning, I do every morning, what meetings have I got today? What do I need to know about those meetings? What emails have I received in the past 24 hours that I haven't responded to yet? There's always going to be one or two that I might have missed. Again, surface those for me. Let me see those so I can then start responding and start my day. Again, as a personal assistant there to work alongside me.